Good morning. This is Donna coming to you this morning. I want to talk about the benefits of journaling, gratitude journaling, and journaling in general. There are many of us who do this on a daily basis. Some people prefer in the morning, some people prefer late at night before going to bed. Whatever time of day you journal, it is a quiet time in which you go into your thoughts and capture your thoughts and put them down onto paper. So let's look at some of the research findings I did. People who journal are typically happier people than those who do not journal. I think this is because we do deal with our emotions in a tangible form, i.e. writing them down. We analyze them. I think we look at them. We get things into perspective. And I believe that does create a happier life for those who do journal. People who journal are generally healthier than those who do not. Scientific studies show that journaling improves the immune system that helps us fight off disease, infection, contagion. It lowers the blood pressure. That is better for the heart. There are any number of systems in the body that get affected by having a high blood pressure. Journaling improves the liver function. The liver is part of the system that filters out the crud from our bodies and flushes that over into the elimination system. So therefore, it is a purification effort within the body. So journaling makes us healthier. People who journal have fewer negative emotions. And again, I say that's because, in my estimation, that we get those feelings out on paper, we take a look at them, we analyze them, we get them into perspective. Emotions, believe it or not, mostly belong to us. For example, someone could say, I really don't like that dress you're wearing today. That's an honest statement coming from someone. Where it goes wrong is our emotional receptors say, oh God, she hates my dress. Oh God, how rude she is. Oh my, I'm crushed. It's our emotional bank that responds to stimulus that gives us such heartache, such heartbreak. And I think those who journal do get a better feeling of, okay, that was said in honesty, and I need to learn how not to overreact emotionally to what people say. People who journal cope better. When stress and challenges come into our lives, we seem to be better equipped at dealing with those quickly, succinctly, even spontaneously, because we're used to problem solving and having that be effective. People who journal are said to have a higher level of self-worth and self-confidence. And I think that's because through journaling we know who we are, we see our strengths, we see those areas that need improvement, and we work to improve them, becoming a whole that is bound together with a bundle of positive energy. The last one on this page is people who journal have a clearer understanding of life's meaning. And I think that's because we examine how we're integrated into life, where we belong, what part of life is ours to enjoy. Life can be very different to very different people here within the United States, not to mention worldwide. But if your life is full, If you are happy, no matter what you're doing, I think you get a wonderful grasp on life's clear meaning. And I think typically people see that it's not things we own, it's not what we do, giving status to different jobs. I think it's because we truly know who we are and that we're balanced. Now let's go over here to the next page. You can see this little fella here. I told you I was going to find something clever to do with the free pages in my Cocoa Daisy insert. Well, this is what I've done. So continuing on with the research. People who journal tend to have better relationships. They are more socially integrated. And I think that's because people who journal learn to trust. I think people who journal are more curious, and therefore they're reaching out and seeking and questing. And hopefully that never stops, because it pulls us away from our comfort zone. You know, so many people wrap themselves in this cloak of personal comfort to the point that it's almost a set of handcuffs, if you will. And they don't come out from that. Whereas people who know where they are in life, who quest, who seek, who are curious, they're not cloistered in such a way. People who journal have better spiritual connection. And I drew this picture to point that out. It's a triangle. This is your body. You are a combination of mind, body, and spirit. Through journaling, you bring balance to all three of these areas. You become connected, one to the other, to the other, to the other. And that puts you in line for a better understanding of your higher power, no matter what name you give to your higher power. It could be God, it could be Buddha, whatever you choose to call your higher power. But journaling puts you in balance and gives you a better connection, I think, to your higher power. It's all about where you are in life. What space do you occupy? How are you connected to other people? Are you happy? Are you balanced? The next one is people who journal are better able to stretch their IQ. They have a better emotional intelligence. Well, emotional intelligence to me is someone who can act as an adult, who doesn't overreact to things people say. There are many people who have an abrupt mannerism about them, but they're not meaning any ill will. Part of your emotional intelligence lets you understand that there are just people like that, and they're not intending to be cruel. Continuing on, people who journal tend to have a clearer sense of mindfulness. To me, mindfulness means being in the present, being in this very moment, being focused. It means balance to me as well. You're not rushing down the road that Susie has to go to a concert next Thursday, and you're not trying to go back down the road you've already traveled by saying, oh, I wish Bill, your husband or your boyfriend, had been nicer this morning before he left for work. You're right here in this very moment listening to my video, and you're starting to say to yourself, am I being mindful? So that's what mindfulness means. Present, focused, and your full attention is on this very moment. People who journal are said to have a better chance of achieving their goals. And I think that's because we journal issues, we may journal challenges, we sort through them through our writing. We tend to start prioritizing those things that are truly important to us in our lives. And I think it gives us a better skill for strategizing on how to attain goals. It is said that people give a boost to their memory and comprehension through journaling. Well, that old saying, if you don't use it, you lose it, is very, very true. As we grow older, we need to be conscious about using the brain every day. Challenge it. Make it work. Through that, I mean, you can journal. You can do adult coloring books. You can do your art. You can express yourself in any number of ways. You can solve puzzles. I happen to love Sudoku, and that's a way of challenging my brain. People who journal use a better sense of discipline. And I don't mean discipline as in you would discipline a child. I mean personal discipline here, in that we create a comfortable zone, not a tight zone, not a zone that is so huge that we cannot grasp it all. But there's a comfortable zone in which we live, and I think we're better disciplined about abuses in life, joys of life, questing for life. The next one is people who journal boost their creativity and express themselves in a wider range of creative options. And I see this very clearly within our planner community. We have artists, we have authors, we have crafters, we have journalers, we have planners, we have people from all walks of life and all of life's disciplines. But we're all coming together to express our creativity. People who journal are said to have a greater focus on the here and now. That goes back up to the mindfulness that we were just talking about a moment ago. People who journal are better at problem solving. And I was talking about strategizing a moment ago, and I think we do a better job of that because we've done it so often in our writing, our journaling. People who journal use positive thinking more than many who do not journal. We've all met those people when you ask them, well, how are you doing today? And they say to you, oh, my head hurts, my toes hurt, my husband was mean to me, my boyfriend was mean to me, my boss was mean to me, I hate that job. And then you can say that same question, or ask that same question to someone who's going through the same or similar kinds of experiences, and they'll say, well, I'm doing pretty good today. Not my best day, but it's a lot better than yesterday. And the difference is the outlook, the positivity that comes through. People who journal are clearer in what they want out of life and have a clearer path towards getting what they want. And I believe that our journaling enables us to analyze our lives, not analysis to paralysis, as some might say, but to get a picture of our life. What makes us happy? What makes us sad? How do we want to live our life? What things do we want to remove from our life? And it helps in that area. There are many, many more, but I stopped there because in closing, I want to encourage each of you in November. I want to encourage each of you every day of your lives, but especially in the month of November, where Thanksgiving rests, to practice a gratitude journal on a daily basis. This is Donna signing off. I hope that this video brings someone somewhere out there a sense of an aha moment. Please give me a thumbs up if you like this video, and by all means I invite you to subscribe. You have a great day. Bye now.